Hello, Leo, and welcome to your 2018 November love reading. I'm Princess India. We have met. Hello, how are you? Pleasure to meet you. And you know, if we know each other, you know I love your face. You know these things already. But anywho, we're doing things slightly different, but a tad bit the same. And first and foremost, if you can pause me and get yourself a notebook or a piece of paper that you know that you won't lose before the end of the month, we're going to test your intuitive muscles a tad bit. So we're going to give you 3 messages from my trusty, non-dusty soul cards. And these cards have no meaning, less the ones that you give it. So we're going to get 3 intuitive messages for Leo for the month of November, and then we're going to check back at the end of the month to see how those fared. So once I show the cards, the first thing that comes to your mind for each card, whether it's a color, it's a number, it's a sound, doesn't matter, write that down. And feel free to share it below in the comments if you like. So Spirit, please give us clear and direct guidance for my Leos. And I've also gotten some emails that some of these messages resonated with the reading itself, so that's also possible. But give us clear and clear and direct messages for Leo for the month of November, please, Spirit. Any insights they need to know, anything that will assist them on their journey, please, Spirit. I'll thank you in advance. All right, let's see what we got for my Leos. All right, are you ready? Card number 1. Card number 2. Whoa. Card number 3. And those are your messages for November. I don't think I've ever gotten those before. Those are all interesting. All right, so on to your love reading, Leo. So Spirit, please give us clear and direct guidance for my Leos for the month of November, please, Spirit, as well as their crosswatcher. Oh yeah, I think that's the part I left out. We're going to do your love reading, and we're going back to our old format, which is looking at you as well as your crosswatcher. And then at the end of this, we're going to wrap the reading up with our Dice of Resonance. For those of you who are new to the channel, the Dice of Resonance is an art project that I did some months back. And I introduced them on the channel, and people absolutely love them. I don't interpret them. It's more of a thing for you guys than it is for me. Kind of like how it is with the soul card. So it's like whatever comes out, comes out. But the addition that I have to it is the ability to ask like a yes or no question. And all of the answers are like yeses, nos, or time-sensitive answers. So in the event that a time-sensitive answer comes out, like in the next few days or something of the sort, take that as a yes and the time frame in which it will happen. So it's just a little something extra. Usually when people are on the fence with the reading, like that sounds like my situation, but I don't know, and say in the event like I say a sign or something like that, and that may not necessarily resonate, it'll usually come out then, or it just kind of gives you some signs of the people that are involved in the situation. So Spirit, please give us clear and direct guidance for my Leos for the month of November, please, Spirit. First card will be for Leo. The second card will be for their crosswatcher as an overall energy for the month in your love life and what's not or whatever. Thank you in advance, Spirit. Okie dokie. Leo crosswatcher. Set those here. So overall energy that we have for Leo is trust. It says this situation is calling you to have faith. So trusting in the outcome, that whatever pans out from here is happening for your highest good. Knowing that everything is going to work out regardless. Okay, and my deck just turned backwards. And the card that turned backwards was the appreciation card. So if you find yourself in a situation right now where things seem, I don't want to necessarily say dire, but that's the first word that came into my mind. If things seem dire, bleak, or dead, or, you know, dry or stagnant or anything of the sort, hold on to that trust, hope, and faith in the future. And know that things are going to work out in your highest good regardless of how it is that you look right now. Only thing you want to do is step into the energy of gratitude, knowing that everything is going to work out for your highest good in spite of what it looks like presently. Because, of course, our circumstances are always temporary. Am I right or am I right? I'm right. Just kidding. No, I really am right. I'm a Taurus. Leave me alone. Anywho, your crosswatcher's romance angel card is you deserve love. You are lovable. Interesting. And for those of my single Leos, both of those cards apply to you. Let me move my clarification cards out of the way because you're in my way right now. I love you though. Thank you. So this more to me is a testament of self-worth and value, and getting the sense that maybe something has happened or transpired that has put that into question for you. But to never lose faith or hope. So if your love life right about now is feeling like the Sahara Desert, know that you do deserve the best love that the universe has for you, my dear. All right, 2 more shuffles, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut this deck. Spirit, please give us clear and direct guidance for my Leos, please. Spirit, I thank you in advance. Anything they need to know for the month of November that will assist them in their love lives, as well as those cross-watching Leo. Whoa! I'm going to get a new desk, y'all, I promise. Okay, so first card we have for Leo, the door to value. Good Lord. The door to value. My throat got extra dry right there. Okay, the door to value. So this is pretty much saying to me that soon, if it hasn't already, you guys are going to be walking into a time of material and or financial abundance. So that's kind of pinging on that appreciation card that popped out. Then we have the hostilities card. And then we have, let me look at it upright, the 3rd chakra, Archangel, I always say his name wrong, Shamuel. That's your solar plexus. That's in reverse. So here's the thing here. There is a little bit of energy. It's more or less of a past influence, but this is something that's kind of fading away, of being a tad bit on guard or trying to protect yourself. You know what I mean? Not being passive aggressive, but being aggressive aggressive. But I more or less feel this in the sense of you feeling the need to defend yourself to another person, or this being an energetic block. Now, that makes sense to me because whenever I look at chakra cards and seeing them in the reverse lets me know that you have a chakra that is either under or overactive. The chakra that comes prior to the 3rd is your sacral. So that's where your creativity and your sexual energy lies, because the 2 are one and the same, right? That also involves your root chakra, which is pretty much your foundation, your seat, what grounds you, right? So there being the overall energy of Leos needing to trust in reference to their love lives, seeing this hostility card in the place of your past influence, and then seeing you guys having financial abundance that is coming to you like presently, right? this is kind of letting, and then seeing again this reverse chakra card, it's kind of pointing my attention back towards this, which is letting me know that the issue really lies in the root chakra, because it's a sense of feeling insecure, and not insecure in the sense of like, I don't feel pretty, but insecure in the sense of not feeling safe, you know? So not feeling stable, not feeling secure. So that kind of lets me know that there was a lack of money, but I feel like the lack thereof of finances in your life was intricately related to a perception that you guys were having about things, and there being like a lack of faith and trust in yourself, in spirit, in life. And a lot of that, and if you're new, you'll learn this because I say this a lot, but a lot of that is intricately related to either conditioning throughout your life, or as far back as like childhood issues where there was a sense of instability, or if one of the things that you experienced a great deal led to a lack mentality, and feeling like, you know, kind of having like this hustler mentality of like, you got to get it, because if you don't, ain't nobody going to get it for you on some stuff. So it's just kind of operating in this dog-eat-dog self-preservation type of energy. But I do see a shift occurring with that. I sense it more in the sense of you, I can say it like this, or how I'm sensing it. It's more or less coming into the realization that you've tried everything. You've run out of options, like in the physical realm. You've run out of options, like you've tried everything to succeed by your own hand. And now I feel like there's a realization that there's a need for a higher power or more help, or needing more trust in that. So I feel like this financial abundance or material abundance that's coming through is what's going to open you up to look within, to do some of this solar plexus chakra work. This also lets me know that there's a possible, which kind of reminds me of the end of October reading that I did for Leo, that there, because I picked up energy on like somebody trying to do some juju on you. So there very well could be, because, you know, I felt that tie more or less being broken. But I think it's the realization, because whenever you have energetic cords that are attached to someone, they're attached in your third chakra, which is your solar plexus, because that's where your life force energy exists. So like with me being a Reiki practitioner, it's like more often than not, whenever I sense Reiki energy or someone sends me Reiki, I'm going to feel it in my solar plexus. So this also lets me know that this is someone that you have an emotional tie to. It could be someone, because I sense sacral energy, it could be someone that you were in a sexual relationship with, right? Because that's another way that energetic cords are created. But it also could be like a family member. So someone that you have an emotional bond to, and that's what inadvertently will create that tie. But I feel like that tie had a great deal to do with you needing to fight so ferociously, so to speak, to survive. Yeah. Clarifying the hostilities card is all tied up. I call that card my damsel in distress who's not really in distress. So that more or less reminds me of, and then we have the indecision in reverse. So this more or less reminds me of the same energy as the Eight of Swords. So it's like kind of being in this mental bondage, which is that same kind of energy I was picking up on you guys in the end of October. So it's like this desire to move forward, feeling like I'm in danger and I need to defend myself, but not really knowing what direction to defend myself in. Why all of this is coming up in your love reading, I don't really know. But it more or less looks to me, especially now with this door to value being clarified by this indecision in reverse, it lets me know that you guys are coming out of this place. So I think cutting ties with whomever this person is or was that was affecting you guys and creating or being a part of this stagnation. So that very well could be leaving behind a relationship that was no longer serving you. And I feel like once that connection is broken, and it's looking to me in the present sense that it is, that you guys are going to be going into a healing space and stepping into the things that Spirit has for you. Because I really get the sense that this blessing that you guys are walking into right now, Spirit didn't want this other person you were tied to be a part of it. So it's like before the proverbial door would open to you, that person needed to be removed. So the moment that that person is removed is the moment that you come into what it is that you were desiring, which is why I kind of think that that appreciation card came up. So if right now, and it's a dude, where this tie is coming from with this block in the third chakra, the thinking man comes up. So this is a guy who is usually very analytical. And of course, it could be a family member or a loved one. But it's a person who is very analytical, you know, intellectual prowess, verbal prowess, likes to play head games. You know what I mean? Almost as if they know you better than you know yourself. They utilize a lot of wisdom and position themselves as more or less like an authority over you, as if they know like a lot of stuff. But I really get the sense that this person did not want to see you move forward. But I do see you guys moving forward. So, yeah. So that's kind of the energy that I'm getting for single people and kind of like for couple people. But this is like a relationship that's nearing its end. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really necessarily see that this person was 100% in your best interest. So moving on to your crosswatcher. And don't trip because more messages come through as I turn over cards. So no worries. That's just initial storyline. Ooh. Crosswatcher. The door to romance. So this is a new beginning in romance for the crosswatcher person. Past influence, magician in the mirror. Oh, I like this crosswatcher. All right now. Okay. Interesting. Next card that we have is walking away in reverse. This is interesting. Okay. Now, I got to clarify this not walking away. Now, if this is a person, oh, never mind. Oh, never mind. Okay, Leos, I'm going to tell you like this. So, y'all may not have met this person yet, but not only are you walking into the door of material and financial abundance, you're walking into the door of an abundance of romance and love and things of the sort. Wait. Why am I hearing Tony Braxton? Unbreak my heart or something of the sort? Anywho, but the sense that I'm getting from this, now this particular person that's cross-watching Leo, and I'm also going to refer this to my single Leos, right? This person, cross-watching Leo, or someone that you guys are going to be meeting, this is someone who's done their personal work. Like, this is a person who at one point in time in their life, they were disempowered or felt as if they were victims of life, right? But in the past, they've come to the realization that anything that they desire or want in their life, it's in their hands and within their power to do so, right? Now, this person, because they've dealt with their junk, it's like they're open and ready for a relationship, right? And me seeing this walking away card in reverse, it's like the initial sense that I get is that this person coming into your life will not walk away. And looking at this you deserve love card is telling me like you deserve this. You deserve someone who's not going to walk out of your life. Someone who is going to love you unconditionally. And someone who knows themselves well enough to not project their BS onto you because they know that they are their own best mirror, right? So this is what I see coming into you guys' lives. If we can leave, well, I'm not going to say if we can. I feel like you guys are going to leave this person behind. And I feel like this is going to fare very well for you because this is someone who loves themselves enough to love you the way that they love themselves. And it's just the desire for you guys to come into that. So the sense that I would really get is that if you guys left behind this person in the past, Spirit is in so many ways saying for you to trust that you will meet someone, and this is giving you insight into the person that you meet. And this person that you connect with, they're not going to walk away. They're going to be there for you. So I'm hearing this like a person who perceives that they have so many issues, and them kind of projecting on to the person who left, of thinking like, you know, and I kind of feel like this little, you know, this little dude may have been kind of verbally assassinating you, telling you things like this, like, you know, you have so many issues, nobody's going to want to put up with that, and it's like you're screwed up, you got problems, you're messed up in the head and things like that, and I feel like you've kind of internalized that. So it's almost like a doubt where you, even though you knew you needed to leave this person behind, it's like you have internalized this lie that they've told you about yourself, by the way, because they the one that got the problems, not you, BTW. But it's like this thought of losing hope and love because you feel like this is the only person that would have kind of like put up with you, for a lack of better words. But because, you know, it's just like a lot of stuff that this person has told you about yourself on a repeated basis, to where you've taken them as beliefs about yourself. But the thing that I see is spirit is in why we want to do this solar plexus work. And this is just letting me know chakra cards have come up so much in these readings this month. It is time for us to have a conversation about chakras. But anyway, so this is spirit's way of letting you know this is what you deserve. This is what's going to come in, and this person isn't going to leave you. So they're not. And the whole leaving you part is the fact of this person is going to stay. So even if you feel like there's things that you're still working through, this person is going to stick it out with you. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever it is that you're struggling with, I get the sense that it's not as serious as this person has made you think it is. And I get the sense that this person that you guys were dealing with is a lot of an emotional, mental / psychological verbal abuser. Okay? And they trying to suck your energy dry because they got this. And I'm praying to God that it's not that serious. But it's like, you know, that if I can't have you, nobody can type of mentality. If it is that serious, there are numbers below to help you out. But we're going to go ahead and throw the dice of resonance. Oh, for my single Leos, right? It's the same essence of trusting the process, trusting and believing that you are going to meet someone that's in alignment with you. Because for you guys, I feel like you're single because your past relationships have looked a great deal like this, right? And spirit is telling you you deserve love, in the sense that the work that I was saying, that this person coming in, because I feel like for you guys as well, doing this work, you're going to draw someone in your life quite like this, right? So it's you guys re-empowering yourself, knowing that you're the author of your own destiny, and that your deliverance lies in facing your Judas in the mirror, right? When you face your Judas in the mirror, you do your inner work, you know, or shadow work, whatever you want to call it. You integrate all that good stuff. You open yourself up enough to value and love yourself, which I know are very sometimes convoluted kind of terms. Like, what does that really mean? But it's just in essence, the way that, and this is the best way that I describe it. If you daydream in your head of how it is that you want a man or a woman to love you, right? How you would want your ideal partner to treat you, to show up for you, the things that you would want them to do for you. The question becomes, am I doing that for myself? Using this as a schematic, looking at what you want this ideal partner to be for you, compare that to what you're doing for yourself and fill in the gaps. That's the easiest way, most simplest, most practical way I can tell you what self-love looks like, right? So when you start treating yourself, and it makes me think of the Whispers of Love card that talks about acting as if your partner is here. It's like romancing yourself the way that you want this person to romance you. That's the quickest way to draw your partner in. Be what it is that you're looking for. So do those things. Love yourself that way. If you don't want them messing up the finances and, you know, charging up all the credit cards and things of the sort, don't do that to yourself. You know? So when you start acting in that, it's going to put your shoulders back and pop your little chest up, and you're going to be walking around feeling good about yourself and things, and thus drawing that person in, right? So that's what I'm seeing for my single people. And with the not walking away thing, is not walking away from this work that needs to be done. I'm still marinating on this thing that Spirit was telling me earlier in reference to that. But I got to sit with that for a minute to make sure I get the verbiage right. But I was like, because it's a question that has plagued me for the longest of like why it is that, because I know this as a therapist and even as a reader, because I have my reading clients that tell me this too. Like, whenever someone starts dating someone, they stop doing all, and even friends I have that are trainers, when they start dating someone, they stop coming to training, stop going to therapy, stop watching readings and things. But it's like, if things don't work out, like, they'll end up coming back. And I always wondered, I was like, why is that? Like, why is it that people stop doing that? And Spirit was speaking to me about that earlier, but it's like, I got to sit with it a little longer before I speak on it, because like, when Spirit started speaking that to me, I was like, thank you so much, because I have been trying to figure this out for years. But I'll let y'all know once I get this full download, you know what I'm saying? But anywho, we're going to throw out these dice of resonance, see what's cracking with these. Oh, I forgot to tell you, ask your question. I'm not going to look at them yet, but formulate a question, like a yes or no question, because there's time sensitive and yes or no answer. So if you got to pause me, do that. I'm not going to look at it. Okay, I hope you paused me. So now I'm going to look at them. So it says crush, Scorpio, rising, Virgo, and yes. So whatever that means to you, my love. And with Virgo and Scorpio, it could be Virgo or Scorpio rising. But just crush, Scorpio, rising, Virgo, and yes. So whatever that means to you, my dear. But Leo, that has been your November 2018 love reading. I hope that it has been helpful. I hope that it resonated. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Until the next time, my dear, I love your face, and I will see you guys soon. Deuces.